NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr. That's complete right side to Lazard. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. The Raiders at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Set to get this drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good.
Here's Carr to throw. Steps away to his left. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion right is Wilson. To try again after the sack. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On first down, Carr. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Uzomah. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ball again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stopped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Hall.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
And Lambo will put this one through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Brady.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Brady now on 1st down.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Brady. Open man is Uzomah. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it makes the score 21-10.
Jets 10. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get free to add on even more to their lead.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
The final shot before half for Brady. Flushed out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To throw again on second down. Brady. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
Hall on a give up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Second and 5 now. Brady. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Brady going to throw. Buying time to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They still can't get it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
This pass out wide to Hall.
He's up to the 20, and he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Brady now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Brady now to throw.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for more. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Brady.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, it's Brady.
And this one too low.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 45 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
35. Jets, 17.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. That's complete to White. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Berrios. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That throw by Brady incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Wilson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And a completion to Wilson.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Las Vegas.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game.